Selamat siang, Bapak Ibu semuanya. Terima kasih untuk tetap bersama kami. Kita akan melanjutkan acara virtual activation ini untuk 1 jam ke depan. Sudah ada speaker kita dari Mr. Hakan Celik dari Mikropor. Good morning, Mr. Celik, your local time.
Good morning, good afternoon, thank you very much.
Yes, thank you so much for joining with us. Your time for presentation is 1 hour.
Okay.
Dan kita juga mau menyapa Pak Okta Maranata Saputra, Pak, dari
Halo,
perwakilan Indonesia ya, Pak?
Ya, betul. Kami distributornya dari PT Zeva, Bu.
Oke, selamat datang Pak Okta. Terima kasih atas waktunya. Mr. Celik, please
Yes,
deliver your presentation.
Okay, let me share my screen first. 1 second. Are you able to see now?
Not yet, Mr. Celik.
How about now?
Yes, already.
Okay, 1 second. Hello everyone. First of all, thank you very much for your time, which you are going to share with me today. My name is Hakan Çelik. I'm the mechanical engineer and I'm the area manager of Mikropor for Asia market. Actually, this is my second time to attending of this exciting show. Actually, I was willing to be present in Indonesia to be with you, but due to recent condition, it was not possible. Let's hope for the best for the next year's show. I hope we will be together next year. During this presentation, I am going to explain how important the indoor air quality for our human body. But previously, I'm going to explain who is Mikropor and what we are doing. Mikropor is one of the biggest company in the world for the compressed air, filtration business, mainly on the HVAC filtration and the compressed air filtration business. We have total 6 factories in Turkey, in Ankara. We have 1 company in the USA, Mikropor USA. We have 1 company in the Belgium. As you can see, there are some pictures from this slide. This one and this one is from Turkey. Total are 6 factories. 1 picture from our USA office. We have the warehouse over there. It's around 40,000 square meter area, closed area. We have a company in the Belgium, which is the TIC.A.S company, located in the Belgium, located in Europe. Under the Mikropor roof, we have approximately 800 employees. Out of this 800, 160 to 150 of them is the white collar. And let me show you some pictures from our production. This is our production line for compressed air dryers. We are producing around 20,000 units of the refrigerant type dryer annually. This is our test bench for the HEPA ULPA class filter test certificates, EN 1822 test bench. Each and every HEPA or ULPA class filters which has been produced under the Mikropor roof are being testing in this machine, and we are giving the identical test certificate for each and every HEPA class filters. This is the production line of the high capacity V-box type filter. It's going on by the robotic arms. There are another picture of the regular V-bank filter, which is going on by the robotic arms. The now sealing process is going on. The welding process is also going on by the robotic arms. And most of the production lines is handling by the robotic arms in order to ensure the quality and the leakage freeness for the HVAC filtration mostly. Those are our customers. They are very well-known companies. For example, Ingelsorant, Salair, Buge, Doosan Bobcat, or Dalgakıran. They are very well-known in compressor business. And for example, for the gas turbine, we are working with the GE and the Siemens directly, as well as TIC.A.S, we are working with them. For the HVAC filtration, like automotive industry, we are working with Mercedes-Benz, Toyota, Volkswagen, even with Tesla, we are working with them. They are buying the paint boot filters from Mikropor. For the pharmaceutical, we are working with Sanofi, Sanovel, Pfizer, as well as GlaxoSmithKline, the very well-known companies in this business. With the strength of our product capability and our quality, we are exporting our products to 147 countries. So 147 countries, and almost we are everywhere in the world, includes to Indonesia also. In Indonesia, we are working with the PT Zefa, Walindo Jaya. Mr. Okta, sales manager, is also here with us. So that was all regarding Mikropor. Now I'm going to start to explain how important the indoor air quality for our human body. Let's check together. Actually, besides that, the importance level of the hygiene and the social distancing in our daily routines, this pandemic has showed us the importance level of the air quality. In fact, another unfortunate thing is we were not giving the enough importance level to the air we breathe, or we didn't know how to treat the air to make it more breathable. Actually, in our today's modern world, polluted air causes so many disorders or diseases as the result of the civilization. According to the WHO, World Health Organization, air pollution is the reason of the 7 million premature deaths annually. So annually 7 million people is dying due to air pollution worldwide. So without any doubt, there is a clear example of the cause and effect. As much as we are polluting the air, our lifetime is going to be shorter and shorter. Actually, I'm not planning to give you bad news only or show you the worst scenario during this presentation. There is a solution. Actually, there was always a solution to make the air more breathable. I'm hoping to convince you to understand how important the air for your life. So let's start about how we are classifying the particles and which are them is the dangerous for us. If we are going to the deeper of the pollution, there are really serious pollution. There are lots of them in our environment. Air pollution related research showed us which particle size are more dangerous. Now we are classifying these particles in 3 major range, like smaller than 10 micron, smaller than 2.5 micron, and smaller than 1 micron particles. According to the particle size, below than 10 micron particles are breathable, but above of them is not that much dangerous, as we can catch those particles by our nose or by our throat, and we can discharge them easily. Actually, danger level is rising while we are going to smaller particles. For example, lower than 2.5 micron particles are moving to the lungs easily and blocks the alveolus, and it decreases the capacity of the lungs. We have to keep in our mind always the cleaning system of our lungs are not that much effective like nose or like throat. It's not efficient like that, and because the lungs are not designed to catch the particles. Actually, those are designed to get only clean and fresh air. Actually, even below than the 2.5, there are more dangerous particles than the smaller than the 1 micron particles. The particles smaller than 1 micron can be penetrated inside the veins, even can be mixed with the blood immediately. There's no chance to catch them with our nose, even with the lungs. Even those can be passed by directly from the throat to the blood, and it can be accumulate in our body. And of course, it will cause for the serious illnesses. I have found this impressive comparison of the different size of the particles, and I wanted to share with you in order to make you more clear about the particles, small particles. As you can see, human hair, which is our visual limits to see it clearly. It has diameter of 50 to 180 micrometers. White blood cell has 25 micron. Red blood cell has 7 to 8 micron. Actually, starting from here, starting from the red blood cell, each and every particle smaller than that can be impregnated inside the veins, inside the blood, and even sometimes inside the blood cell, it can be impregnated, it can be mixed. Definitely, it's causing the serious illnesses also. So pollution, to be honest, is the biggest killer in the modern developing world. According to the World Health Organization, especially air pollution is taking lives more than 10 million people each year, as like I explained. Picture on the right side shows us the sources of the pollution. In the current times of our modern world, all of those sources are became to seen as a regular standard thing, and we are not considering these sources as a dangerous for us. But the particles generated from these sources are causes the disease, which has been listed on the left side, and the rates actually are not low since we are talking about 7 million deaths. Also related with the particle pollution, microorganisms can be spread in aerosols, dust or liquids. Such infected aerosols may stay hold in the airflows long enough to travel considerable distances, very high distances. As an example, sneeze can easily transfer infectious droplets to the full length of a bus. There is a visual on the right side, which is based on the CFM analysis of the sneeze. As you can see, particles generated by the sneeze can travel more than 10 meters easily. You may wonder about which type of disease can be transmitted by the breath. That's on the left side. In fact, almost all of the disease can be transmitted by the air, as you can see on the left. It includes the coronavirus, norovirus also. There's a short video I would like to show you. It has been taken from the BBC. It was made by the science editor of the BBC, Mr. David Schuchman. I don't know if it will start or not. Are you able to see?
We cannot see.
Okay, then. No problem. In fact, the main thing on the video was the one comment which they are saying that the air pollution in the London is causing the premature deaths about 6 months. So the lifetime of the London people is decreasing around 6 months. So it's a not short while for the human lifetime. Even this is happening in the middle of the Europe, where we are considering the relatively clean air is there. Also, beside then the particle freeness, that's also important to consider the microorganisms, which are mostly traveling by those particles. Another fact which COVID-19 has made us realize is the viruses doesn't choose the nation, age, wealth, or poverty. Their only duty is the invading, and in fact they are doing. So during the fight against the COVID or any other contagious disease, we have to block the base of the contamination actually, or transmission. So if we are talking about the indoor air quality, that is the most important thing, as we are spending 90% of our lifetimes in the indoor areas. Actually, most of the people think that the indoor air is cleaner than the outdoor due to there is no any cars, there is no any airplanes or factories inside the indoor areas like the outside. But the real fact is best air quality which we can achieve in the indoor area cannot be better than the outdoor area, as we are feeding the indoor from the outdoor air. Let's check the pollutants inside the houses, inside of our houses. You came to your room, you came to your home, and you have opened the AC, air conditioner. Actually, AC start to pollute the air due to it's catching the particles, it's accumulating those particles inside its body. And those particles, after some time of use, are spewing out from the ACs. It's generating remarkably high amount of the particles as it's accumulating. You went to your bedroom and molds or mildews are there. You have even walked on your carpet, and from your each step, you are raising the particles from your carpet or from your floor. There can be actually dozens of the examples for the pollutant inside the houses like these. Apart from particles, we have to be careful about the VOC as well, which is the volatile organic compound, like benzene, like wall paint, which is generated by the wall paint, or nail polishes, or any cleaning detergent, cleaning liquids. That's also important for human body. Actually, there are some methods to treat your indoor air in terms of the heating or cooling, like fan coil, like fan coil units or air handling units. Let's check their working principle. You may know that the fan coils are working similarly like the split type ACs, and but the difference is they are mostly the centralized systems, and as they are using the centralized systems with the chiller system, and they are cooling the air by the chilled water, it's more effective in terms of the energy efficiency. But in terms of the filtration, as there is no any filtration, there is no effectiveness on the particle base. As also it's not cleaning the air and it's circulating, there is no chance to use this kind of machines during the contagion. So whenever you are starting to use the fan coil units, you are spreading each and every particles to everybody in the room, and every part in the room. Let's check the air handling units working principle from this diagram. The main unit is sucking the air from the outside, and it's blowing inside the room, inside the working areas after some stage of process like heating or cooling, and sometimes with the filtration process, and it's blowing the air to the room. But because of the energy saving concern, the AHUs, air handling units, are designed to use 80 to 20 proportional air to supplying, which means the air handling unit is sucking around 20% of fresh air from the outside, and they are circulating, those machines are circulating the 80% of total air from the inside room. In this step, we cannot consider the circulation air can be clean from particles or microorganisms, as these systems are not designed to have HEPA filters, or existing systems doesn't have the HEPA class filters due to their fan capacity or for cost concern. So in short, these systems are not the right way to block the contagion, mostly from during the COVID. So let's talk about what the authorities saying. There are some non-profit organizations in the world which you are also familiar with their names, like ESHRI, ISO, the RHVAC, ISHRI, or Eurovent. Actually, the HVAC industry was previously regulated by the manufacturers of the HVAC equipment. But now, as you are also familiar, the standards are publishing by these authorities, and we are also following them. As per these authorities, during the pandemic situation, there is no any chance to use any air handling unit if they are not working on 100% fresh air or with the HEPA filtration. or it's not possible to use the fan coil units. It's not possible to use even the split type air conditioners, as those are very much dangerous. There are some declarations which has been published by these authorities. Key to, according to them, key to avoid from the contagion is the air purifiers. For example, as per RHVAC, if the existing treatment system, air treatment system, is not applicable to operate with 100% fresh air, it's a must to use the air purifiers on the indoor area to reduce the risk level of the contamination. As per the same declaration, filtration efficiency class of the air purifiers have to be HEPA class filters or high MERV classes, they are saying. RHVAC's declaration, the European organization RHVAC, their declaration is also supporting the RHVAC. They are saying that in the contagious, in the COVID situation, you can use the air purifiers, but most importantly, air purifiers have to have minimum H13 class HEPA filters. Also, they are making an additional comment as the most of the attractive priced air purifiers are not having the HEPA class filtration, or even they are not having the good class of the filtration. Also, the Munich University has been published an article, and they are saying that the air exchange rate of the any air purifier has to be between 4 to 8 times. So if you are using an air purifier, it has to circulate the air in 1 hour. It has to be around 48 times. So that's clearly mentioned by RHVAC. Each and every air purifier is not effective against the virus contamination. And to be honest, while we are designing our own air purifier, we were very much surprised to see that the new terminology, like real HEPA or HEPA type filters, they were saying that the air purifier manufacturers. As Mikropor, we were always producing HEPA filters for dozens of years. And HEPA filter was always HEPA for us. It was HEPA, there was no any differences. Actually, while the air purifiers became popular in the market and people are interested to buy air purifiers, the air manufacturer has started to declare that their filters are HEPA type filters. Then after them, we came to know that they are saying their filters HEPA as they are using the same method of the pleating. Only just for pleating is same. They are saying that their filters are HEPA type. To be honest, we want to learn and wanted to test the others filters, the other manufacturers' filters. And as per the testing of these filters, we have seen that their filters barely can reach the fine class filters. Okay, like mostly F7, sometimes F8, and barely and very rarely F9 class filters they are providing. Actually, which is not effective for to catch the very fine particles. Even I'm not considering the microorganisms, which are smaller than the very fine particles. So the same declarations are also guiding us about the like other specifications like air circulation rate, efficiency classes, or filtration types. Actually is suggesting to have the air purifier capacity as minimum 150 cubic meter per hour per person. For example, if you are in the same room, if you are 4 person, it has to be the air purifier's capacity has to be minimum 600 cubic meter per hour. And as per actually the air exchange rate has to be minimum 6 during the COVID. And RHVAC is strictly suggesting to use the minimum H13 class HEPA filters in order to fight with the COVID. So those are the declarations from the authorities. Let me introduce you MIA series air purifiers, which has the HEPA filters, HEPA class filters, same as we are already used to, with the highest capacity to clean the bigger rooms up to 100 square meter, equipped with the highly efficient sensors in order to detect the particles and protect your breath, with some other pluses like remote controlling, online monitoring of air quality, etc. Let's check the important specifications together. As like I said, the MIA Air has equipped with the H13 class real HEPA filter with the special anti-MIC coating. It has the 900 cubic meter per hour fan capacity. We have used activated carbon filter, pellet type, granule type activated carbon filter as a pre-filter in order to catch the particles, remove the particle VOCs from the air. We have placed touchscreen LCD panel on the main body. On the LCD panel, you are able to check the every condition like real-time air quality indicator from that. From this indicator, you are able to get the information of the air pollution on PM level, PM base, particle meter base, or VOC base. You are able to see. You can intervene the machine by changing the operation modes like manual mode, auto mode, silent or turbo mode. We have the MIA Air quality detection systems equipped with the sensors, special sensors for the particles, for VOC or for the temperature. We have used ozone-free, high-impact polystyrene material on this machine, on this MIA Air purifier, in order to make it more strength against any impact or any stretch, again like that. Actually, this is an IoT device, as you can control this machine from any mobile or from any other machine. You are able to control the machine. Let's go into deeper about the equipment. The filter which we are using on the MIA Air purifier are the EN 1822 certified filters. It's coated by the anti-MIC solution, antimicrobial solution. This filter is completely same which we are providing to the precise industries like pharmaceutical production, semiconductors, or hospitals, even surgery rooms. The filters are fully same. Total filter media area is around 8 square meter for each unit. This is one of the highest in the market. As an option, we have H14 class HEPA filter. It's an optional, and on H14 class filter, we have 11 square meter total surface area in each unit. Actually, this one H14 with 11 square meter, there is no any equivalent in the market. So I mentioned the anti-MIC solution, which we have impregnated our filters with this solution. What is this anti-MIC? This can be a fair question of yours. Actually, this is a water-based special solution in order to exterminate the microorganisms. Effectiveness level of this anti-MIC is around 99.98% against the Legionella bacteria. This is actually harmless for the human. There is no any bad effect on us. And it has lifetime around 1 year on the MIA Air filter media. So during the 1 year of use, you are getting the effectiveness level of the anti-MIC solution from MIA. Actually, the anti-MIC solution we were using previously on the HVAC systems, as the HVAC systems is accumulating the Legionella type bacteria in its own body. So it was effective on the HVAC systems, but recently we have made the tests on the viruses, and we have seen that the efficiency level is also same. Even last week, we have sent same solution, same chemical compound to the test laboratories in order to check with the effectiveness level on the coronavirus. And the first result was extremely good, extremely impressive, with 99.9 inactivation ratio. The real test report is pending. It will be shared with you if you will request later on. So in short, with the Mikropor special filtration solution, you will be completely protected with Mikropors. You will be completely protected with Mikropors without any doubt. If you have to discuss about the airflow rate, we have used very strong fan on this machine. Actually, there are lots of stronger fans in the market, but from the point of engineering, we have mostly focused on the highest airflow, lowest energy consumption, lowest noise level, and longer lifetime, in fact. So focusing on these factors, we have used a special fan which has the capacity of 900 cubic meter per hour, and it's also easy electronically controlled fan to use it on the variable speed. It's able to recirculate the air inside the 100 square meter room in 15 minutes only. So in one room, which has the 100 square meter area, you can circulate the air 4 times in 1 hour. So there are also some reports from the CFD analysis. For the fan, as much as the blowing capacity is important for the air purifiers, but suction capacity, suction power is also important. As per the CFD test, CFD analysis, we got to know that the MIA air purifier is able to suck the air from the 4.3 meter far away from the device. So wherever you are placed the MIA air, it will suck the air from the further point of the any room. There is a view from the screen on the unit that's fully touch screen LED, LCD, sorry. From this screen, you can intervene the operation modes and see the important notifications like filter change or Wi-Fi connection condition. But most important, you can monitor the real-time air quality rate from the screen. From here, you are able to get the air quality index rate, PM 2.5 rate, or VOC level you are able to observe. As you can see, it's not a graph, it's not a assumptional rate. You can see the PM 2.5 or VOC level on the screen as it is, as it has been counted by the sensors. As we are talking about the sensors, we have focused to use on most reliable ones, as the sensor was one of the most important equipment for us to understand the pollution level of the area. So that we have placed the SGP30 sensor in order to check the VOC and the carbon dioxide levels. We have placed the SHT in order to calculate, in order to see the relative humidity and the temperature. The most importantly, we have used the laser PM 2.5 sensor in order to count the PM levels. We are not counting the only PM 2.5, even we are counting the PM1 level and PM10 level as well. So there is one screen from our MIA Air application. It's completely free from the Apple Store or Android Store, Play Store. You are able to download this on free basis. From the one single screen, you can able to change the modes, operating modes. Even you can take on the manual mode and you can adjust the fan speed as much as you want. From the indicator area, you are able to see the filter lifetime, remain lifetime or used lifetime, you are able to check. The temperature information is there. The carbon dioxide level, you are able to see. Also the PM levels, PM1, PM 2.5 and PM 10 levels, you are able to check. The VOC level is here. Also, as well as humidity and temperature, you are able to get the information. And in general, it's giving you the result of the air quality index on this side. So regarding the hardware, as I explained on the main body, we have used the high impact polystyrene, which is most effective, which is most reliable, durable against the impact or any damage. We have filtration housing, filter housing on the both sides, on two sides, on the left and right. First of all, one is the main door to reach the filter housing. After that, the filter net is there in order to catch the bigger particles on here. It's not a filter actually, it's a net, something like net. We have used the activated carbon filter, granule type, pellet type actually. you may know that the pellet type. We have used the pellet type filter, activated carbon filter, and on each set, we have used around 1.9 kilogram of the activated carbon in this filter stage. And as like I said, we have the H13 class HEPA filters with 8 square meter area in both in total. Or we have the H14 class optional HEPA filter, which has the 11 square meter area. Also, we have the UV application, UV bulb, UVC. It's also optional. If you desire, we are providing. The fan is on the top. It's sucking from the sides and blowing to the top. This is the main body. We have the sensors located on here, and the main touch screen unit is also located on here. The certifications which we have for the MIA air purifier is the VDI 6022 certification, which is the hygienic conformity. This is actually for HEPA class filters which we have used on that. And you have the CE certifications for the MIA air purifier, and some other certifications like AH, AM certifications, AM certifications is also pending. Hopefully, end of this year, it will be ready also. Regarding references, in Turkey, for example, in our own market, we have sold over than 500 products in Turkey. To Germany, we are very much popular. Till today, we have sold 1,200 units, and it's still decreasing. Day by day, it's decreasing. To Spain, we have sold 500 units. To almost the very far away from Turkey to Peru, we have sold 80 units. Uruguay, 50 units. Even Indonesia, we have sold 30 units. And you can see the logos of some of our references on here. Actually, there is one smoke test video, but I'm not sure whether you will be able to see or not. We have made the smoke test. Now we are blowing the MIA air is totally closed. It's not operating now. We have blown the smoke inside the chamber, and on the 25th minutes, 25th second, MIA air is going to be start to operate. Now it's started. You can see how fast is, how rapid is it for to clean the air. Yeah, it's completely cleaned. It's completely closed chamber, blown by the smoke. Now it's completely clean, as you can see.